Welcome back to the channel, folks. If you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan or just someone who lives for the drama, speculation, and behind-the-scenes action of NFL football, then buckle up because we've got some absolutely wild developments to dive into today. From potential trades that could bring explosive offensive firepower to Dallas, to rumors surrounding under-the-radar undrafted free agents that could be this season's surprise breakout, and an intriguing twist involving tight end university. Yes, tight end. This episode is going to cover all the angles. As always, we've sifted through the smoke, the whispers, and the insider tidbits to bring you the most compelling storylines that could shape the Cowboys' 2025 season. And yes, you better believe there's some serious buzz about potential moves involving star running backs Travis Etienne and Najee Harris. The running back room in Dallas may not be finished just yet, and the potential scenarios floating around the league right now are gaining real traction, so we're going to break it all down for you in a way that only true football lovers can appreciate. So get ready, because what's brewing behind the scenes could flip this entire Cowboys offense on its head. Let's start with what might just be the juiciest headline of them all: trade rumors connecting the Cowboys to Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this isn't just your everyday social media noise. There are legitimate whispers coming from scouts and front office executives that the Jaguars might be open to moving on from Etienne, especially after drafting rookie phenom Keilan Robinson and signing a couple of change-of-pace backs in free agency. Etienne, who is now a few seasons into his career, has shown he can be a dynamic weapon in both the rushing and passing game, but Jacksonville's offense has subtly shifted to a more committee-style backfield. The Cowboys, on the other hand, have made it clear they're looking to add some veteran stability and explosive playmaking to their running back core, especially after moving on from Ezekiel Elliott and placing heavy expectations on younger talents like Rico Dowdle and Deuce Vaughn. Etienne could be that missing spark. With his breakaway speed, pass-catching ability, and experience as a lead back, he'd instantly add a dangerous layer to the Cowboys' offense. And let's be honest, imagine Etienne lined up in a backfield with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb on the outside. That's a problem for defenses. But that's not the only name being floated around. Sources have also brought up Najee Harris, the bruising back from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this one is a bit more complicated. Najee is still very much a centerpiece of the Steelers' offense, but there's chatter that Pittsburgh might be open to listening to offers due to contract extension complications and the emergence of Jaylen Warren, who has proven to be an effective change-of-pace option. Harris hasn't been as explosive as some had hoped when he entered the league, but his ability to carry a heavy workload and grind out tough yards is exactly what the Cowboys could use in short yardage and goal line situations. Picture this: Najee Harris in the red zone, behind the Cowboys' powerful offensive line, with defenses forced to commit to the run while leaving guys like Brandon Cooks and Jake Ferguson in one-on-one coverage. It's a chess match, and the Cowboys could suddenly be holding a lot of powerful pieces. Now, the question becomes, what would it cost? Trading for a player like Etienne or Harris doesn't come cheap. We're likely talking mid-round picks, possibly a player swap, or even a conditional pick situation based on performance. But for a team like the Cowboys, who have made it clear they're going all in this year, those are the kinds of bold moves that separate contenders from pretenders. Owner Jerry Jones is never shy about swinging for the fences, and if he feels like this team is just one elite back away from making a real Super Bowl run, he's not going to hesitate. But while the Etienne and Harris headlines are sizzling, let's not ignore the quiet storm brewing in the Cowboys' undrafted free agent ranks. Every year, we see a handful of undrafted rookies rise up during training camp and preseason, earning a roster spot and eventually becoming major contributors. This year, the name buzzing around Cowboys camp is Isaiah Bowser, a running back out of UCF who fits the mold of a classic NFL grinder with underrated vision and surprising burst. While he wasn't drafted, Bowser has already made a name for himself during OTAs and minicamp with his patient running style, excellent pass protection, and willingness to play special teams. The Cowboys coaching staff has taken notice, and some insiders believe he's got a real shot at not just making the 53-man roster, but carving out a meaningful role in the rotation. Don't be surprised if Bowser becomes one of the most talked about rookies by the time preseason rolls around. And it's not just Bowser. The Cowboys have also taken a long, hard look at undrafted linebacker Marcel Brooks out of TCU, who has the versatility to line up at multiple spots and could be a sneaky addition to the defense and special teams unit. These are the types of moves that don't make huge headlines but end up being the backbone of playoff rosters. And fans are noticing too. The buzz on social media is growing louder with each passing day. Cowboys Nation is smart, and they know that some of the most important depth pieces and surprise playmakers come from the UDFA pool. Speaking of player development, we have to talk about the Cowboys' presence at Tight End University. This is more than just a summer camp. It's become a proving ground for some of the league's top tight ends to sharpen their skills, learn from legends like Greg Olsen, George Kittle, and Travis Kelce, and build that elite mindset that separates the good from the great. Jake Ferguson and Luke Schoonmaker were both confirmed attendees this offseason, and by all accounts, they've turned heads with their athleticism, route running, and chemistry with other elite tight ends. Ferguson, in particular, is entering what many believe could be a breakout season. He's already built solid chemistry with Dak Prescott and has quietly become a reliable red zone target. The time spent at tight end U is only going to accelerate that growth, giving him new tools to deploy against NFL defenses. For Schoonmaker, this is a crucial offseason. After battling through some injuries and inconsistencies during his rookie campaign, the second-year tight end needs to make a statement in training camp, and what better way to do that than by learning directly from the best in the business? The Cowboys are heavily invested in their tight end room, and with the potential of running more 2 tight end sets this season, both Ferguson and Schoonmaker could see an uptick in snaps and targets. This kind of development is essential for a team looking to keep opposing defenses on their heels. Having dual threats at the tight end position not only opens up the middle of the field but also keeps linebackers guessing, especially in play-action situations. Now, let's put it all together. Imagine a Cowboys offense that adds either Travis Etienne or Najee Harris to a backfield already brimming with young talent. Add in the surprise emergence of a UDFA like Isaiah Bowser. Combine that with tight ends who've just spent the summer learning from the best at tight end U, and you start to see a picture of an offense that's not only deep but diverse, unpredictable, and dynamic. That's what championship rosters are made of, not just flashy names, but depth, versatility, and relentless development. And don't think for a second that these developments are flying under the radar at the Star in Frisco. Head coach Mike McCarthy, entering a pivotal year, knows that every edge counts. Whether it's a splashy trade for a marquee running back or unearthing a hidden gem among the undrafted rookies, this team is leaving no stone unturned. The front office has quietly been doing its homework, and insiders report that the Cowboys have already made exploratory calls around the league regarding backfield help. That doesn't mean a deal is imminent, but it does mean they're positioning themselves to strike if the opportunity arises. There's also an emotional and motivational component to all of this. For players like Bowser, Brooks, and other undrafted hopefuls, the opportunity to make an NFL roster is everything. It fuels their grind every single day, and it brings a level of hunger that sometimes even high draft picks can't replicate. Coaches love that. Teams need that. And if you look historically, the Cowboys have had success stories like this before. Just think of guys like Tony Romo and Miles Austin. The next big name may already be in the building, just waiting for his chance. In the next few weeks, the Cowboys will enter full training camp mode, and that's where these rumors and developments will either gain momentum or fade into the background. Will Travis Etienne end up wearing the star? Could Najee Harris be pounding the rock in Arlington this fall? Or will an underdog like Isaiah Bowser steal the spotlight and make the front office rethink its backfield plans altogether? And don't forget tight end, you might have just put Jake Ferguson on the map as one of the top breakout candidates in the NFC. Every training camp rep, every preseason carry, and every practice rep matters now. It's all going to add up to some tough decisions and possibly some game-changing trades. One thing's for sure, Cowboys Nation, this team is not standing still. The gears are turning, the scouts are watching, and the opportunities are out there. So don't blink, because the next big move could be just around the corner. Thanks for watching today's deep dive into the swirling Cowboys rumors, potential UDFA sleepers, the trade buzz around Travis Etienne and Najee Harris, and the evolution of our tight ends coming out of Tight End University. If you love this kind of in-depth Cowboys coverage and want to stay ahead of every big move, make sure to hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you want the Cowboys to target? Will Etienne or Najee change the game in Dallas? And who's your pick for this year's surprise UDFA star? We'll be back with more Cowboys content very soon, but until then, stay hyped, stay hopeful, and as always, go Cowboys!